Vast petrified forests. Kentucky, 1906. Ancient volcanic upheavals in Arizona disclose huge stone logs. Very huge adamantine forms, millions of years old, preserved by the government. Once they were a forest of stately pines, grown to a height far beyond that attained by the trees of today. Ages passed, and through some of the unexplainable act of nature, they were uprooted, prostrated to the ground, probably buried beneath the earth by volcanic ashes and the snows of many winters. Next came the waters of floods, leaving over the prone giants an inland sea, and all traces of the green forest were swept away. Vast periods of time passed. The seas vanished. Volcanoes sent their ashes high in the air, and the explosions from the interior of the earth swept upward the debris among which were the wrecks of the pines. Following this period, the waters hurried toward lower levels, gnawing the masses and endeavoring to eat into the very cell structure of the logs. Erosion was at work, and after centuries, through the probable action of acids and alkalis, the logs of the ancient forests are revealed to human eyes, preserved for future ages. This is the history of the wonderful petrified forest of Arizona, which Congress, at its last session, set aside as a government reserve. There are, in all, about 5,000 acres of land in this reserve, land valueless for commercial or agricultural pursuits, but the hand of nature has created of this vast expanse a garden of monuments to the vegetation of long ago, forming an attraction for people from all parts of the world. Trunks of trees, some 100 feet long, and huge logs lie in confusion in the same position as when nature in the resurrection of an ancient forest broke out an explosion due to the eruption of a volcanic crater. In every direction are to be seen pieces of petrified wood, some only as large as a toy marble, others in blocks and logs from 8 to 10 feet in diameter. Others are buried partly beneath the shale, and occasionally there projects from the side near the top of the mesa the end of a huge log. These mesas are in themselves wonderful structures. They are composed of shale, clay, and sandstone of many colors, and the ravages of storm and wind have eroded their sides so that here and there they stand out like the playthings of a prehistoric giant child. By pondering upon this sight, a faint idea is given of the countless number of years that have rolled by since this erosive process commenced. While there are to be found various localities in Arizona, New Mexico, and Utah where petrified wood occurs in great quantities, yet the region known as the Petrified Forest of Arizona is most notable and is properly classed among the natural wonders of America. In the first place, it is much more ancient than the petrified forests of Yellowstone National Park and of certain parts of Wyoming and California. The difference in their antiquity, as geologists count being millions of years, and secondly, there is no other petrified forest in which the wood assumes so many varied and wondrous forms and colors. The solidified wood in this mineral state places the logs and the blocks among the gems of precious stone. The mineral wood is converted into chalcedony, opals, and agates, and many of the pieces closely approach the condition of jasper and onyx. The degree of hardness attained by them is such that they make an excellent quality of emery. Among the colors seen are every conceivable shade of black, red, white, yellow, blue, purple, and lavender in each piece has every natural appearance of wood, though they are as hard as steel. Here and there, sections show signs of decay, arrested by the peculiar process which converted the wood into mineral. The traveler sees small chips upon the ground, and on picking them up, finds them as heavy as so much lead and as dense as flint. The government, which allowing visitors to carry off little pieces of this character, prohibits the removal of any large blocks. Huge stone log bridge. But after all, the climax of all this scenic beauty is the natural bridge, consisting of a great petrified trunk lying across a canyon 20 feet deep and forming a natural footbridge on which men may easily cross. At the point where the bridge crosses, the canyon is about 30 feet wide, but the trunk lies diagonally and measures 40 feet between the points at which it rests on the sides of the canyon. The total length of the tree exposes 111 feet and measures where it crosses the center of the canyon 10 feet in circumference. In the past few years, the log has begun to show signs of yielding to that peculiar inclination of all petrified trees to crack up in immense pieces. In fact, in several places, traverse cracks have already appeared. The government, in order to preserve this natural curiosity, has caused 2 stone abutments to be erected beneath it, making of it a bridge of 3 spans, in the hopes of preserving it for many years to come.